The sandwich that made me realize I was in love, Part 1. I used to think love had to be loud. You know, flowers on anniversaries, candlelit dinners, Instagram-worthy vacations with someone holding your hand across a mountain vista. That's what I grew up seeing in movies, and I'll admit, a part of me wanted it. I wanted a love so big the world could see it without squinting. But what I got instead was a sandwich. And somehow, that sandwich changed everything. Let me back it up a little bit. I met Ryan 3 years ago at a mutual friend's game night. He wasn't the loudest in the room, not the guy cracking jokes or showing off at charades. He was the one quietly making sure everyone had enough chips, filling up empty glasses of water, asking questions, and actually listening. I didn't even notice him at first. But when I did, I couldn't stop. There was something steady about him, the kind of presence you don't appreciate until you realize you've been leaning on it all night. Our first date wasn't cinematic either. No rooftop bar, no sweeping gestures. He invited me out for pho at a little hole-in-the-wall place that looked like it hadn't changed since 1998. We sat in a corner booth, and when I couldn't decide between 2 dishes, he ordered one and told me we'd split them. That should have been my first sign. He was always like that, quietly making space for me, literally and figuratively. But I didn't realize how love can sneak up on you in small, ordinary ways until we'd been dating for about 6 months. Ryan isn't a grand gesture guy. He doesn't send surprise flower deliveries to my office or plan elaborate trips. Honestly, at first, it bothered me. I'd scroll through my friends' posts of rose petals on hotel beds or expensive gifts, and a little voice in my head would whisper, "He's not romantic enough. Shouldn't love look bigger?" And yet, Ryan knew exactly how I took my coffee before I even realized I had a usual. He noticed I liked it with just enough sugar to cut the bitterness but not enough to taste sweet. Every morning he brewed a pot, poured mine into the chipped blue mug I loved, stirred in just the right amount, and handed it to me wordlessly like it was the most natural thing in the world. He also had this habit of sending me memes around 2 p.m., always at the exact moment I felt the afternoon slump hit at work. Nothing dramatic, just dumb little pictures of cats knocking things over or those overly specific, "This is so you" TikToks that made me laugh out loud in the middle of spreadsheets. When I got home, he'd already hung up my jacket because he knew I always forgot. He'd leave post-it notes with things like, "Remember your lunch," stuck to the door, or "Don't forget the charger," by my bag before a trip. Tiny things. Things I didn't notice all at once. The sandwich came later. I had one of those weeks, the kind where everything goes wrong at once. My boss piled on last-minute projects, my car needed a repair, and I was so tired that I fell asleep in my clothes 2 nights in a row. That Friday, I came home late, cranky and starving. Ryan had already eaten because I told him not to wait up. But when I opened the fridge, there it was, a neatly wrapped sandwich in foil with a sticky note that just said, "For when you're ready. Don't skip dinner again." It wasn't anything fancy. Turkey, cheese, lettuce, mustard, the kind of thing you'd throw together in 5 minutes. But I sat on the couch with that sandwich, unwrapped it, and for some reason, tears started rolling down my face. Because it wasn't just a sandwich. It was him noticing me. It was him saying, "I see you're struggling, and I'm here, even when I'm not in the room." I didn't know it then, but that sandwich was the moment. The moment I realized, oh, I'm in love with this man. Thank you for watching. If you like this story, stay tuned for part 2.